boxing, live mixed martial arts, major concerts, music, comedy, special red carpet events, professional pool, beach volleyball, car racing, boat racing, live corporate events, and much, much more. All live to you in crystal clear, smooth streaming video.
And we're coming to you live.
Yeah,
from Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria, an Italian restaurant in beautiful St. Simons Island, Georgia.
It is.
I'm Billy C. Carl King, Sal Rocky Cenicola. We just got finished watching the Triple G David Lemieux fight and the rest of the card. As promised, as far as I'm concerned, I thought the fight lived up to everything that we thought it would. Action-packed fight. I give a lot of credit to David Lemieux for hanging in there. I actually thought that the stoppage was a little premature. Not that it would have changed the outcome. I still think that Triple G would have won this fight by knockout. But I did think that Lemieux deserved a little more time in this fight. Carl, we were watching the fight towards the end there, right next to each other. What was your thoughts on the stoppage itself?
I personally thought the stoppage was a bit premature. Although Lemieux was hurt to the body, he went down early in the fight to the body. He got hit in the body, and he kind of stepped back and was, kind of paused. And the two follow-up shots I didn't think were really significant enough for the referee to step in and stop it. However, I don't think it had a real big difference in the outcome of the fight. It was either then or 20 seconds from now or so forth like that.
The ending was inevitable.
At that time, I think it was.
Sal, you and I talked just before we came on air, and again, and I agree with Carl. I thought the end was coming soon for Lemieux, but I also felt that he avoided a lot of those punches right at the end there. I thought that Triple G was throwing the punches, but I'm not sure he was landing them.
Well, I was a little upset, and I thought they could have let the fight go a little bit longer, and it may have been inevitable, the end. But every 15 seconds, every minute that's left in the fight, Lemieux still has that puncher's chance. He's in the fight.
Well, he got a fucked up manager.
Hey, I just want to say before we go on, if you're watching live right now, the chat room is open, and our phone system is not working right now. So if the BillyCBoxing.com chat room is open, as well as our chat room on YouTube, and if you put something in there, our producer, our main man, John Musciunas, who's
right here, Johnny, right here. I heard his name pronounced 5 different ways
the
tonight.
Star of the show. Will relay it to us.
Wait.
So any comments on the fight, go into one of the chat rooms, and John Musciunas will take care of it. I murdered your name?
Yes, you did, and I got issue with that. For
Let's continue to move
25
on.
years, I butchered his name.
So I've been butchering it for a while myself.
Stop it.
Well, it's just...
His name is
Johnny M.
Musciunas.
Yeah. So
I got the ooh and the mo mixed
Anyway,
up.
let's talk real quickly. At the time of the stoppage, which took place at 1 minute and 32 seconds of the round.
I had a Tiger Promotions.
I had 70-62. Going into that 8th round, similar to what the unofficial scoring with Harold Letterman. But let's go back on the rest of the card real quick. The Gonzalez fight against Brian Valora, an action-packed fight. That fight didn't let us down either. Roman Gonzalez wins by 9th round stoppage, 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
He's good.
Carl, what's your thoughts on that fight?
This kid is the real deal.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. I think his only handicap is his 112 pounds. I mean, there's not a lot of money in the flyweight division. If he was 20, 30 pounds heavier, he would be in the top. I think that Chocolatito Gonzalez is one of the best fighters, pound for pound, in the world right now, bar none.
No, I
think he's better than pound for pound, better than Triple G.
Well, it's hard to argue that point. And Sal,
the kid is the real deal, and because he's a featherweight, the flyweight, 111 pounds as he weighed in is his biggest handicap.
But Sal, as we talked about during that fight, this guy fights like you were saying to me. I wish this guy was a middleweight. I mean, he delivers his punches with thud.
He does.
I mean, he seems powerful. He's exciting. He's calm, cool, and collective in there. What was your thoughts on the fight?
Same thing. It reminded me. I had a flashback to watching the Raging Bull with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Remember when Robert De Niro saying, "Joey, my problem. My hands, they're too small. I want to fight the best. I want to be a heavyweight. That's what I want to do." It's the same thing you just said. This guy would be great if he was 50 pounds. I mean, he's great as he is now. And unfortunately, those lightweights, they don't get the recognition as they deserve. And let me tell you something. This guy's a whirlwind. He's a world beater. He's
Carl,
great.
can a guy like this get the interest that fight fans should be into with this flyweight divisions and even a weight class upper above?
Well,
upper or lower.
I think the problem with being 112 pounds is real simple. Is that there's not a lot of American fighters at that weight. So you have to fight guys that are from Japan and guys that are, from other
South
parts of the
America,
world, South
this and
America, and Korea. And we as Americans don't know who these guys are. So that's going to handicap them a lot. I don't know, as a matter of fact, whether he speaks English or not.
No, he didn't.
If he learns the language of English and he's capable of moving up in weight to say 126 pounds or so, then he got a real shot at being something really, really great.
Well, I think I don't know if I agree because he's 112 pound now. He's 44-0. I mean, technically, 6 fights from now,
he is
could
great.
be 50.
He's
he's great. It's a shame, and I'm not disagreeing with you
but
about the weight.
50-0 at 112 pounds.
It's still 50-0.
Yes.
That's
but it will be discounted.
But how? But
completely.
But you're expecting the guy to move up 20 pounds?
No.
I mean, he's not that big. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my man right over here, Brad from Jack Services. He's very loyal. He's been watching and listening to our show, the Talking Boxing with Billy C show, for over 10 years. He claims he's been watching since we started 12 years ago.
Well, his father.
And you know what? He's a big fan of Sal's. He comes all the way from Jacksonville. Jack Services.
Thank you, man.
JackServices.com. What's the website?
From the Bingham.
Jack Screen, JAXScreen.com. He's in the Florida area. He does all kinds of stuff with screening, over pools, all this stuff. He's my main man, so we just want to give him a shout out.
That's
he's
your
right
man?
There. Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's your man? He's from the Bingham.
That's one of your first listeners.
Who's he banging? Hey, whoever's he's banging, it's none of our business.
Hey,
but listen,
is that what it is?
Listen.
It's the Bingham, right?
Wait, whoever he's banging is not our business. But listen, let's get back to the other fight.
I'm just saying, that's what they call.
In the first fight,
I need to really African Americanize you a little bit.
A little.
There's another term, but I'm not gonna say it tonight.
First fight. The first fight of the night was a shocker as far as I'm concerned. We were talking about this fight, Torino Johnson against O'Kane. We talked about how this fighter O'Kane from Ireland, never fought in the U.S., had no knockout power. He was dropped not once but twice in the first round, and then came back and hung in there for a kind of a dogfight. No, it went the distance, and I've got to give a shout out to Art McCanty Jr., who did a good job. 118, 108, 117, 109, 119, 107 were the way the 3 judges scored the fight. A one-sided fight, but it was kind of an entertaining fight. Did you get a chance to see that one?
No, I was
doing something else.
I was
hey, Brad, what did you think of the fight?
Bantering,
you could just give us your thoughts. You could yell.
What was I doing?
Bantering.
We thought that the man would not last the first round, if I recall.
We did not.
And he made it, and he made it a fight.
Yeah, it was kind of an entertaining fight. I was shocked that it went the distance. So I got to give. And what we were saying, honestly, Sal, after the fight, was that the performance that O'Kane made is going to get him a few more appearances back here in the States.
Absolutely, and I agree with that. This was his U.S. debut, and he. What are you looking at me? What would I do? What did I say? Oh, hey,
I'm looking
what
at
am I
you.
doing wrong?
Nothing. If
I think he
you
did
didn't
it.
see the shit like I didn't see it.
The
I saw a little. I heard it. I saw a little bit of it. I think I saw glimpses of it. But the bottom line is, guess what? He went the distance. First time in the United States. He did a respectful job. And you know what?
Let me ask you
He's going to be brought back in.
This
to
is
fight.
what I'm going to ask both of you guys. Anybody
I
on the
have eyes in the back of my head. I saw it through the room.
You're great. I'm not disputing that. But was it how good? Okay, what is it? Okay, was or how bad? Turin.
No, I thought Torino Johnson fought the good fight. I give Amon O'Kane a lot of credit for hanging in there.
No,
you know,
so you think it was because O'Kane's performance was that great?
No, I think O'Kane's chin was great. I think that Torino Johnson dominated the fight. I think the scores were in line. I just give credit to the Irish fighter Amon O'Kane for hanging in there and making a fight of it, and making a fight so much of not that it was a close fight in terms of the scorecards, but it wasn't a fight where the referee was considering stopping that fight, and that was Art McCaney Jr. I thought that he did a decent
One
job.
of the best referees in the business.
I don't know
today.
about that, but he's definitely improving. Now in the second fight, it was a heavyweight fight. Well, his father was.
His
father. His father
was great.
But in the second fight, in a heavyweight fight, that kind of went exactly how most of us felt it would go. I mean, there was one of us that decided it was going to go another way, but I won't give you his name. But his initials were Carl King. But anyway, Luis Ortiz took on Vindundo, and Vindundo did his best to stay up. The fight was over 17 seconds into the third round.
Wasn't Ortiz from Cuba?
To give Luis Ortiz
17
the
seconds.
win. Yeah, did you get a chance to?
No,
we saw a little bit of that too.
Did you?
I was bandering.
Listen, that fight was something that we talked about in our pre-fight show. That it was something that was not going to be at least a competitive fight, and it wasn't. It was everything that we thought it was.
Every now and then, I like to pick a guy who no one thinks can win. This was by calculation and design. This was not like a professional prediction.
Well, he took one for the team, is what he's trying to say.
I did take one for the team, and the team just did not show up.
So let's get into the fights that we all did see, and that most of the people
don't cry for me.
That really care about. Let's start off with the co-main event. We did talk about Roman Gonzalez's win over Brian Viloria earlier, but let's talk a little more about it. First of all, Brian Viloria, I thought was in this fight. As a matter of fact, I personally gave him the first 2 rounds. I thought that Brian Viloria won those first 2 rounds, but from round 3 on until the stoppage at 2:53 in the 9th round, in the 10th round, I correct myself again. It was in the 9th round. I can't even read my own notes. They
are difficult to read.
They are. That Chocolito took over this fight.
Brian Viloria is a really, really good fighter. And he may be a bit beyond the peak of his career. He's not finished yet.
Close to it, though.
Close.
Yeah.
But what made it interesting is because he's strong, and one punch can change a fight. And if anybody can do that, it's him. And you're giving a guy an opportunity who hasn't had that opportunity in a number of years. You give him an opportunity not only for a title, but for a payday. And, listen, if he won the fight, who knows? We may end up in Hawaii for a wonderful vacation with the winter months coming up for a title defense. But he was in with a 43-0 fighter that might be the best in the game.
But you could argue that at this point in Roman Gonzalez's career, he fought the best opponent that he could. Before I go to Sal here for a second, I just want to thank BoxingBrainHealth.com if you're looking to keep your brain in good shape.
Why is that shit
if
like
you're looking
that?
to keep your brain in good shape, improve your memory and clarity of how your brain function works. Check out BoxingBrainHealth.com. Health.
Why is
All right.
why is the screen looking
You are
like
looking for a you.
that? Is not cool.
We're trying to cover up the bad element of the show. But if you're looking for something that makes all food taste great, check out Kenny Bear's Barbecue Rub at southerngourmetspice.com. And if you're looking for any kind of pro sporting event production, check out LDL TV. And, of course,
Is that a
to our
tumor?
host, Sal, Rocky Cenicola, and his fantastic restaurant here in
Thank
beautiful
you.
St. Simon's
Thank you.
Island, Georgia. Sal's Neighborhood Restaurant, Pizzeria Italiano. It's the best. I got to honestly say it's the best food on this side of the Mississippi. That's for sure, and probably on the other side of the Mississippi too. To tell you the truth, I've never been on the other. No, but anyway, to move on to this fight,
Yes.
Sal. You know one
You
thing
think
that
George
you and
is
I.
bad?
No, I don't think George is bad.
In
We're in St.
Mississippi.
Simons.
Mississippi.
I ain't going there with you. But anyway, the bottom line is this.
He said I didn't.
The bottom line is this. Roman Gonzalez, Sal, we talked about when he lands these punches, they're thudding, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is methodically breaking down his opposition. He's hitting body shots. He's going back to the head. I mean, every punch seems like it hurts like a son of a gun.
You talk about Gonzalez? Yeah,
See?
yeah. See. Let me tell you, and that's exactly how he delivers a punch. He puts his body behind it, and he does an effective job. And everything he throws, it hurts.
Who's better in boxing today than that kid? Who? I'm telling you, he is
Pound for pound, I mean, there's a good argument that he could be the
pound
number one
for
pound
pound. I just can't, off the top of my mind, figure out a better fighter all around. I mean, offense, defense, ring generalship.
Well, I don't know if
Smart.
we can honestly say that his defense was that great. I gave the first two rounds, but we talk about Triple G. We talk about Triple G and
Well,
David Lemieux. David Lemieux landed some shots. You were saying all night, this guy doesn't avoid many shots, but I disagree. I think that he rolls. Triple G, I'm talking about now. I think he rolls with punches. His face was marked up. But we got to give David Lemieux some credit. I mean, we can't be saying that Triple G is so unbeatable that people don't touch him.
No, I said earlier.
But he controlled the ring, didn't he?
He did. He did.
Right.
He did.
But
Masterfully.
The
Right.
See,
Right.
what people don't realize, the aura of Triple G, much like it was in the 80s with the aura of Mike Tyson. When that inspector hits that door and says, "Time to walk,"
That's right.
shit happens.
We said that
And
when David Lemieux, he looked at.
He did not have the fire in his eye. Listen, I can go on about certain people that's involved with him that don't know how to win. They simply do not know how to win.
The thing is one thing we noticed when they had the cameras. Now we're here at Sal's. We're stuffing our faces with the best food on the planet. So saying that and saying that we watched from the same view you guys saw, I honestly, and I leaned over and said to you that I thought that David Lemieux had that look like looking ahead after this loss. He did not have.
I don't want to get hurt.
No, I'll tell you.
but he did fight with a lot of heart,
But
Sal.
I'm going to tell you, Billy, right on. And this is, I know, because I've been there. I've been right where these guys are. And I know
Come on now.
when I saw Lemieux in the interview, rising to the occasion, I want to fight Triple G because I want to prove I'm the best. There were a set of eyes. They were right on target. Tonight, when I looked in his eyes, and I saw him in the ring.
Guys don't lie, you know.
No. And when I saw him in the ring, I saw a different view of his eyes. I saw a little apprehension. I saw a little bit of anxiousness, and I saw a little bit of
Fear, man.
What the hell did I sign?
He's like, what do I do
Yeah.
now? No, I'm telling you, in all reality, like I said, you walk in that, you're gonna be focused. You have the blinders on. You're there for a purpose. You have a stare. You have those eyes on fire. It's just a look, and that look resembles and replicates what's inside, what's going on. A lot of times, you can act, you could do, you could buffalo, but no. And I saw tonight, it was like they were a little bit not on the focus and the fire and the blinders.
Well,
it looked a little bit like, okay,
Oh shit.
a little oh shit. And listen, there was definitely, in my opinion, and I think all of us saw it, there was a little bit of oh shit in the eyes of David Lemieux tonight. But as soon as that first bell rang, okay, maybe not after the first bell, but by the third round, I think the oh shit left because he was fighting.
He
I
had
give
nothing else. He had nothing to lose.
I
at
give
that
him a
point.
lot of credit.
No,
David
I do
Lemieux
too.
was in that
I
fight.
wanted
and
him to
as a matter of fact, I thought they stopped it a little too
They
soon.
I do
did.
too.
They did.
But I mean, I give him a lot of credit. I think his stock went up despite losing his title.
like you said earlier, he's got nothing to lose with this fight.
I did.
And you did. And you know what?
Yep.
His performance didn't hurt him in his career that much. He lost the belt tonight, but you know what? He still has the ability to get back in there and fight.
Did
for the
his
title again.
stock go up or did
Oh,
Triple G's
hold
go
on,
down?
hold on. We got John. I'm wondering what all this static is, and it's my man John, which should have just
Hey,
busted
John,
in on
come on,
it.
John, come on.
John
Join us.
Muskiunis.
No, Mosliunis.
Mostly useless.
No.
Mostly friggin' useless. Has some comments. Well, you guys are cutting me off.
I don't. Hey,
finally
guys,
got it right.
I have no comments. You
No,
got
no,
a
no,
chatter
I wanna hear
in the
you.
chat room. My man Devin Canal says,
Oh.
"Hey, Billy C. Ward against Triple G at 168. Who do you got, my man?"
I said it, and my man Devin from Bombay, India, he's a regular contributor to the show. Thanks for interacting with us, my man. And I said it, I don't know, to
No,
which
you
one of you
said
guys.
it to me.
I said it to Carl, and Carl disagreed with me.
I
Right
did.
now, 168, Triple G beats
You
Andre
out of
Ward
your
right
man.
now.
He gets
I'm telling
he gets beaten. He will be. He get the bricks beat off.
I
of
don't
him,
think
man.
so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
He has no chance. That's what you. I'm just telling you, do not allow yourself to be talked into a tremendous embarrassment.
A lot of OJs.
It's embarrassing. Andre Ward, in spite of his layoff, will beat this man like he broke in a church and raped a nun. I'm telling you, he got no chance with Andre Ward. None.
If lightning comes, just hit him. He said it. Me and Sal did it.
I said it.
I'm going to church tomorrow just for that.
What do you think, John?
Gennady Golovkin has no chance with Andre Ward. I mean,
Ward.
have to. Andre Triple G.
Speaking of that,
But Triple G, he ain't even gonna mention his name.
here's the thing. What's realistically next for Triple G, hopefully, would be the winner of the Peter Quinlan Daniel Jacobs fight, which is taking place in December.
Sure.
That's what we would hope would happen.
Yeah,
but
and
chances
maybe
are
Chavez
it won't.
Jr.
Chavez Jr. is in a bigger weight class than
Okay, like I said, we talked about the great fights, but forget about it. We talk about go to. That's my beautiful staff right here. They did a wonderful job tonight. I want to thank you so much. They did a great
And
job. The punch.
as I said in the pre-fight, his shot was early, and he didn't attack.
You're absolutely right.
And he should have attacked.
You're right. You're
and he
absolutely
might have
right.
had a shot then.
No.
But as he let Triple G go, and as the fight went on, the confidence was up, and then the body shot came, and he.
Let me tell you.
Anyway.
First of all, I want to thank BoxingRingHealth.com.
And you're going to give me some of that, right?
He definitely needs some. And it's not just for boxing. Listen, it's in St. Simon's. Ask anybody on the island, and they'll direct you right to it. It's on Frederica Street, so check that out. Now, my final thoughts as we wrap it up here.
Here?
You already got your final thoughts.
I have more to say.
This is no rebuttals here. This is not a Democratic convention. Here's the thing. The bottom line is this. I fight to go off that. I felt that this and David Lemieux proved the division has to offer that division. Proves that he's going to be around for a while, and he's going to get another opportunity up at the top. He's a quality fighter. There's no question about it. All in all, I think we had a good pay-per-view. You know, the first couple of fights were what we thought was going to happen. The fighters that won. They won decisively. And I think that boxing is going in the right direction. Like Sal mentioned earlier, we got a great fight coming up in November between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Miguel Cotto. So overall, this card fights. Make sure you tune in. Have a good night. Until
LDL TV streaming live to you the best in amateur USA and Golden Gloves events, professional boxing, live mixed martial arts, major concerts, music, comedy, special red carpet events, professional pool, beach volleyball, car racing, boat racing, live corporate events,